Hey everybody, welcome back to Suckless Saturday. I am Neil. I am here with Sarah Albright. I got it right. For Suckless Saturday, she is with Hold My Guns. Stick around here, watch the rest of this video, and find out a way that you can help change people's lives.
Palm pepper spray has recently reformulated for even more effect when you bless the deserving with the hot sauce. Palm is what I use between a harsh word and a gun, and encourage everyone to do likewise.
All right, so we're here at SHOT Show this week, and I ran into a friend of mine that I've known for a little while, and I kind of knew what you were doing, but this is Sarah Joy Albright, and I said that wrong. See, if I don't butcher your name, they won't watch, because I butcher everyone's name. It's a running story. Sarah, tell us how your name is going. I'm not, and this is not a Master Ken moment. I just can't say your name.
Albrecht.
Albrecht.
Good job.
Albrecht. All right.
Yes.
So, Sarah, tell a little bit about yourself and this organization that we're talking about, and then we've got kind of an interesting assignment this week.
Thank you. So my name is Sarah Joy Albright, and I am the founder and executive director for Hold My Guns. It's a 501c3 nonprofit that I started. I started it because we lost an 18-year-old friend to suicide by firearm, and this is a solution that we offer through FFL partners, that we provide voluntary off-site firearm storage during times of crisis or personal needs, such as like during deployment, or if someone is selling their home and they need a safe place to store their firearms securely, so that it prevents unauthorized access to firearms.
That is really big, and you know, and we usually laugh and joke a lot around here, but this is a real serious topic. This is one that we don't want to talk about. But if it hasn't touched your family, you're lying to yourself. We've recently had one of these too, and I mean, I get choked up just thinking about it, because this is the real serious stuff. That's a fight you can win every day up until you lose, and then you only get to lose once, and it's horrible. And
it is.
Ooh, hold on a second. It's life-changing. It really is. So how can people get involved, and how can they help you? What are the ways that folks out there can get involved that want to help?
So you can go to our website, holdmyguns.org, and reach out on there in that contact form. We have opportunities for businesses to sponsor us and to help us to get this mission out. That's a very meaningful way that people can help. We also have a Slack channel for volunteers, so we want to encourage the community to become involved with this. And then we also have a need for FFL partners. We are set up as a national nonprofit, so if you own an FFL in your retail location, please get in touch, because you have the opportunity to encourage the firearms community by providing this valuable option that saves lives. Oh
man, so there's a lot of people that watch this channel that want to be involved and help with good things, as this is the right thing to be helping with. So if you're an FFL and you want to get involved, this would be a great way to help out and do some good in your community. Now, Sarah, let's just say that there's somebody out there that's fighting this battle on a daily basis. What do you have to help with them? What's your talk to us about that a little bit.
It's very important to note that that life is full of ups and downs, and that there is no shame in struggling with something, and that we genuinely care about our firearms community. We are a for gun owners by gun owners organization, and we understand that there are so many protective factors within our own firearms community, and I would encourage you to just, it's okay to be vulnerable and just speak up and say, hey, I'm having a really tough day, I could use some help here. But there's also that flip side that that we have to understand, that like any of us at any time could find ourselves where there is a bad day. And so that's why we created this personal safety plan, because we want for people to not be caught in a tailspin when something bad happens, but instead have resources at their fingertips, and also understand some ways that they can help to cope with those stressors, as well as have a plan for lethal means. So I would say, whether you're in crisis right now, or you're being responsible to plan ahead so that you'll make, whenever that crisis hits, you'll make the impact less on you and your family because you have a plan in place. That's the encouragement that I have. A lot of gun owners are afraid to seek help because they don't want to lose their rights. The more you can plan ahead and have a plan for your firearms, a plan for the trusted resources that you know who are going to also protect your rights in whatever situation you're facing. If you have those planned out ahead of time, then you'll be able to manage that difficult time a lot easier than someone who doesn't have a plan.
Yeah. So let's talk about that plan a little bit, because
Sounds
that
good.
gets us into this week's assignment. Okay. So Sarah's got a long version of this that kind of came together with the girl with the gun. You partnered with them a little bit with Robin over there, and
Yes,
you guys are a
they're
fan of the
lovely.
channel. You probably know who Robin Sandoval is, and if you don't, you should look her up, because the girl with the gun is a pretty cool organization. And
I'm part of the Elizabethtown chapter in
oh, okay.
Pennsylvania.
All right.
Yes.
So now there's an online version of this, and I'm going to throw that over there. But this is a personal safety plan. And so this week's assignment is to go to the link in the description. There's going to be a lot of links in the description, but you're going to go to one of these. You're going to print this thing out. Now, this isn't something that you're going to turn into anybody.
No.
This isn't something that there's some overriding agency that's looking at. This is for you personally to have a plan, a personal safety plan. So it includes things like, your emergency contact, their name and their phone number. So if you're in that crisis, and believe me, I mean, anybody that knows me knows that we've had crisis at our house. We deal with that kind of on a regular basis with some family members, and everybody does. We're not unique in that way. Everybody does that. But man,
Everyone
when you're
does.
in crisis mode, it feels like the world is sitting on your
It's
head.
hard to think, isn't it?
And you can't think. Yeah.
Yes.
So to have some of this stuff down on paper beforehand. Now, one of the things, and I've read through this just briefly, but one of the things that I really liked is indicators I may need to refer to my safety plan. So these are the things when you write it down and put it on paper that says, here's the kind of things that happen that I recognize, that will help me recognize that I might need to pull this out and take a look.
Yes.
Right?
So, for example, we have a daughter that when she starts to not feel well, we notice she's skipping meals. We say, hey, do you have a math test coming up? And then
Yeah.
we know, because we've noticed those patterns.
Right.
And it's really important when you just take a moment and you think about when I'm feeling anxious, or when I'm feeling like, wow, I'm really having feelings of dread. What are things going on in my life that seem to make those things happen, and
Right.
how can I make it easier? Like a lot of women, for example, who have shared custody with an ex-partner, they might feel anxious when they have to go pick up their child or drop them off. So they can plan ahead and say,
Yeah.
on that day, did I make sure that I rested? Do I have an extra snack with me? Am I hydrated? Do I have a friend that I can call on my drive home after I drop off my child? And if they can stay on top of those kinds of things and have that support in place, then even though it's not going to be a fun day for them and it's really hard to say goodbye to their child,
Right.
then at least some of the other tanks in their life are full,
Right.
and it equips them to be able to handle that difficult scenario a lot better.
I think as to put it into Neil words, it's being present in the moment.
Yes.
With a little bit of a reminder, and I'm sure all the wives out there are going to go, yeah, I have to remind my husband to eat, sleep, drink, all that kind of stuff, because sometimes we need that, right? I do.
We all need that,
But we
yes.
all need that, and when there's a significant amount of pressure on us. Especially, this is the worst kind of pressure. We're talking about, this is bad. When it's pressure coming from within, in a lot of cases, you can't escape that.
Right.
But like you're saying, that example, that's not a suicidal example. That's a life example,
Yes.
and so this isn't just for
But
that
it can
day.
quickly become that.
For sure.
And so our goal is to take a proactive approach, whether it's with firearm storage or
Yep.
even just managing your day and planning ahead to make a
Exactly.
crisis less. If you take that proactive approach, it will lessen the effects of things. And so
Yeah.
we do have a section in our safety plan
Mm-hmm.
included to have a plan for lethal means, including a place for a Hold My Guns location.
Yep.
So whether it's medication that you need to store and have accountability for, again, this is a private plan just for you. It's
You're not turning this into anybody.
no, this
is
is
for
a
you.
piece of paper print off that you keep at privately,
Right.
and you're not turning it into anyone. That being said, my husband has a copy of mine.
I agree with you there, and I think that the thing that would make people shy back from this is if I had to go give this to some agency, then my privacy is gone. If this is in the privacy of my own home, most of us trust our spouse enough that they know this stuff. And what I really, really love about
or a battle buddy.
Yeah,
Folks have given
exactly.
It to, yes.
An accountability partner,
Yes.
whatever the thing is, but it gets us in front of it way before, if we can. Now, and if we can't, we still still have all the rest of this stuff here.
Exactly.
So I love this plan. So tell me a little bit about the future of Hold My Guns. What are you looking to do?
What are we looking to? We are looking to expand to all 50 states. As you know, there are varying state laws, and so, if a person is in crisis, and for example, they have a magazine that holds more than 10 rounds or something, they might be concerned if they have to travel across state lines to get to a storage partner. So we really, our goal in 2022 is to expand and to have storage partners in as many states as possible. The other really cool thing that we're doing is that we're teaching, Hold My Guns is helping to fund teaching QPR suicide prevention training, and that is a certified course that even we hope that range safety officers, gun shop employees can take, firearms instructors, and sometimes there are situations where someone will call up a firearms instructor and what they're intending to do is self-harm out in the range.
Right.
But if they see that instructor also in their list of credentials has, I am a QPR suicide prevention gatekeeper trainer, then they might say, maybe I can talk to this person. I was calling for one reason, but maybe they understand. Maybe they have resources that that they can share with me that are friendly to gun owners. And it also helps to create a sense of awareness at the range or the gun shop. And something I love about QPR is that it teaches you how to refer to resources that are trusted resources, so you're not setting that person up as a counselor, but you're referring them to appropriate professional care. So we already trained 50 individuals at Lower Providence Rod and Gun Club, different range safety officers and instructors. We plan to have a presence at the National Girl in a Gun Conference, and we want to really encourage suicide prevention training across the entire firearms industry.
So how can the folks that are watching this help?
The biggest way that you can help is, honestly, is through donations and sponsorships. Be praying for Hold My Guns and be encouraging people that to create a personal safety plan, and encourage your local gun shops to get involved. And if I can leave you with an action item, it would be to ask someone how they're doing today and genuinely listen and take an interest, because we just live in a world where people just don't do that. And I can't tell you how many times even very strong people just need that encouragement. So my encouragement to people in the firearms community is to build up those protective factors and encourage the people around you. That truly is suicide prevention.
It is. So let me tell you, we've known each other for a couple of years now. You know kind of our story. We know a little of your story. You and Steph are pretty close.
Yes.
Steph loves you a lot.
Oh,
She's
I love
really
her
sad.
too.
We're here at SHOT. We're in the Mantis booth. They gave us their upstairs booth to come make a private video, which is amazing, right? These guys are amazing. But we believe in this enough that we're going to have the link in the description here that gives you a place to go make a donation, right? Now, if you'll hit that link and you will make a donation, I have told John that ASP is going to match all the donations up to the first $5,000.
Wow.
And then I might have asked Austin at Mantis to do the same thing, so he's going to do the same thing. So up to 5,000, ASP is going to match, and so is Mantis. One of our longest sponsor ever that we've had at the company. And then as we were walking down here, I might have made a phone call to Alex at Palm. He's going to do the same thing. So the challenge for you guys is go fill this thing out for yourself personally, and then hit that link and give these guys a little bit of money, and all of your money is going to get quadrupled from ASP, Mantis, and Palm Pepper. Yeah, and I'm making somebody cry on camera. It's always the best when I do that.
Thanks.
So
I
guys,
have you do a eyeliner check after this, Neil.
Right, exactly. So we're happy to help with this. We believe in it that much. And frankly, it took a 2-minute phone call to get Alex to do that. That's who he is. It took a 3-minute conversation with John and the Mantis guys, because that's who they are. They want to get behind this. You should get behind it too. So thanks for watching. Go fill this thing out and suck less. We'll see you next week.
Wow, thank you.
Hey guys, so I just walked over to HK. We're still here at SHOT Show. This is Bill. If you don't know Bill, you should. And if you don't carry an HK, you should. But I asked Bill if he would jump in here. He's going to donate another $5,000. He's going to match another $5,000. So we're at $25,000. If you guys give, he gives, we give, HK gives, And Palm gives, Mantis gives. Everybody's getting something. Get in this with us.
It's like Oprah.
Thanks, bro.
You
It is.
get a donation,
Everybody
you
gets
get
one.
a donation. You get some money. You get a hug.
Get in on it, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.